U.S. Navy. With a 200-foot wingspan, almost as wide as the 747-400s, 7 of these very recognizable flying boats were built. Following the end of their service with the Navy in the 1950s, the remaining 4 were purchased by a group of forestry companies in British Columbia. Those companies formed Forest Industries Flying Tankers and converted the planes into water bombers. As a result, the Mars became the largest piston-powered water bomber in the world and could scoop up 7,200 gallons of water at a time. In 2007, the last 2 airframes, Philippine Mars and Hawaii Mars, were acquired by the Colson Group, and the latter continued to fight fires throughout BC until 2015. Those 2 airframes have since been parked at Colson's base on Sprout Lake, Vancouver Island, with Hawaii Mars last flying in 2016. In March 2024, however, it was announced that Hawaii Mars would be donated to the British Columbia Aviation Museum at Victoria Airport and would make its final flight later this year. Before that flight actually takes place, though, there were expected to be a few high-speed taxi runs, which you could actually book rides on, provided you had the funds. There were even plans for a few test flights later on. Although details on the flights were sparse, well, a couple of us made the trip out to Sprout Lake and rented a boat to at least see the Mars moving under its own power, and boy did we get a lot more than we expected. A huge thank you to Mike and Brendan for driving the boat, and I hope you enjoy this footage of the Martin Mars.
Good evening, Ogie Chevy. What I got going on here is my camera off my deck, and that plane that you see on the screen is going to be flying over probably in the next 15 minutes. It's been taxiing around the lake. The video that's playing right now isn't live. That's an old video, but my wife is at the lake and she's waiting for it to take off. So it should be in the next 10 minutes. No, it hasn't been used to fight fires. I think in 2015 or 17 or something like that. The government basically blackballed Wayne Colson, the guy who bought these planes, and they haven't given him any firefighting contracts. So apparently they're retiring them because they can't get parts anymore for them, which I don't understand. Why don't they just make the parts? It's actually quite a sad day for residents of Port Alberni, because when I grew up on this day, used to climb on the wings of this thing and dive into the water. It was like a big thing when you were a kid. Oh, I jumped off the water bomber wing. And this thing would taxi out, and you'd see all the boat coming up beside it. We used to race behind it in our little tin boat and jump the waves when we were water skiing or tubing or water skiing or whatever we were doing. It was a big part of our childhood. Like we're seeing right now, that was the view from my uncle's house. Yeah, it's got a big significance for a lot of people here. Yeah, I just thought I'd jump on live. It's pretty impressive when it flies over. So I got my other camera set up, and hopefully catch it. It's supposed to fly right over my house. I will probably won't really give you the real feel of it. I can't, unfortunately, zoom my camera in while it's streaming on here. So, yeah. Anyways, where this other camera's looking, basically, is where that telephone pole is to the left of it. That's exactly where the water bomber base is. And that's where the plane will originate. We should get some view of it at least. And like low. maybe that might be better. I don't know. I don't plan to talk too much anyways, but the view of the Mars is not live. That's a test flight from a couple of days ago. The view, the second camera that I have, once the plane's up in the air, you'll be able to see it on the second camera and watch it flood, probably right over my house. But no, the video is from, I believe, August 2nd. And on that day, I did actually, and even last night we saw it flying around. It was really hard to get a picture of it, but I did get an actual photograph of it last night as it was coming into land. So it was kind of cool. Sorry if my mic's not very loud. Yeah, that's magnificent. Look how big this thing is. It is fucking huge. It comes off the water like that. It almost seems like it's standing still. And in this video, you notice all four engines are running, but you'll see early into the flight, one of those engines stops working. This one right here, the closest one to us, it actually something was wrong with it, so they shut it off. The thing holds 7,200 gallons of water. It's insane when you see it take off, full of water. You can literally feel the engines uh, in your chest when it's going past you. A friend of mine has a cylinder liner, so those are, I think, are 16-cylinder Rolls-Royce engines, and he has a cylinder liner from, the, from that engine, one of those engines, and it just imagine a 5-gallon pail, and that's exactly how big it was in about that, quite a long stroke, big bore piston cylinder. So you notice the engine's not turning. The propeller's not turning on the far right engine there. Oh, it's the left side of the screen, but that's the right side engine not running. And
This is overheating. This one.
Oh, fuck, my mic was muted for all that. I was just explaining that right over that telephone pole that you can see there is where the water bomber base is. Yeah, they're putting it into a museum, an aviation museum in Duke, BC. So they're flying it to Pat Bay, which is in Victoria, and I guess they're going to remove or get it ready for a museum and like take all the oil and probably everything out of it, and then they're going to move it to the museum. So it should be pretty cool.
I got a score. Pay attention. What are you doing?
Well, here
notes.
we got
I'm curious.
got a live feed of it. Let's watch that and like take all the oil and probably everything out of it, and then they're going to move it to the museum. So, oh, that's me. Never mind. It should be pretty cool.
On Thursday, August 1st, Coulson Aviation made history with the first flight of a Martin Mars in over 8 years. The Martin JRM Mars is a massive flying boat that was developed during World War II, originally as a patrol aircraft and later a cargo transport for the US Navy. With a 200-foot wingspan, almost as wide as the 747-400s, 7 of these very recognizable flying boats were built. Following the end of their service with the Navy in the 1950s, the remaining 4 were purchased by a group of forestry companies in British Columbia. Those companies formed Forest Industries Flying Tankers and converted the planes into water bombers. As a result, the Mars became the largest piston-powered water bomber in the world and could scoop up 7,200 gallons of water at a time. In 2007, the last 2 airframes, Philippine Mars and Hawaii Mars, were acquired by the Coulson Group, and the latter continued to fight fires throughout BC until 2015. Those 2 airframes have since been parked at Coulson's base on Sprout Lake, Vancouver Island, with Hawaii Mars last flying in 2016. In March 2024, however, it was announced that Hawaii Mars would be donated to the British Columbia Aviation Museum at Victoria Airport and would make its final flight later this year. Before that flight actually takes place, though, there were expected to be a few high-speed taxi runs, which you could actually book rides on, provided you had the funds. There were even plans for a few test flights later on. Although details on the flights were sparse, well, a couple of us made the trip out to Sprout Lake and rented a boat to at least see the Mars moving under its own power, and boy did we get a lot more than we expected. A huge thank you to Mike and Brendan for driving the boat, and I hope you enjoy this footage of the Martin Mars.
As soon as I hear it fire up, I will shut this video off and go to the live feed. I'll be able to hear it fire up. I don't hear it yet. This plane has fought thousands of fires. Like I remember as a kid, every day at the lake in the summertime, nothing was taken off going to fight a fire. Yes, this is Alex's YouTube video from the other day. As soon as it gets up in the air, I'm going to switch this off and switch to my other camera full screen so you can see it fly over. I may have started the stream a little early. They did say between 2:45 and 3 o'clock, I think, or maybe 3:15 or something. It's supposed to fly over, but I don't hear it yet. We'll see. There's usually supporting aircraft that'll fly around with it, but I don't see it yet. That was about 5 minutes, 10 minutes for that sweep. So that you can see all the boats following out. It's coming. So it'll be airborne any minute, I guess. To look at me. Let's move this over here. There we go. Should be up any minute. actually turn the microphone on the other camera. I don't know how long before we get to see it, but how far am I from the lake? By what you're looking at, across from the way the crow flies, about 5 kilometers probably, I would say. To drive to Sprout Lake Provincial Park from my house is 12 kilometers. So once it's airborne, essentially you will you will see it. It'll be flying right over my house in the next probably 20 to 15 to 20 minutes. But you'll see it airborne and flying around a little bit first, and you'll definitely hear it if there isn't too many sirens. Sorry, I probably started this stream a little too early. I just didn't want to miss them because it doesn't take very long for them to fly around, and then they're gone. And then I guess after they fly around us, they're going to Comox, fly over Comox, and then head south and basically fly all along the east coast of Vancouver Island over the cities there. So I believe there's people waiting for the plane all the way down to Victoria. It's quite an event. I hear some aircraft, but it might be a helicopter. Just gonna take this one on the sun for a minute. I think it seems to be getting blurry. But it was in a sunny spot there on the railing, so Sorry, I was just talking for the last 20 minutes or whatever. Yeah, I got it back up. I think it's better. I think it was getting a little hot. So hopefully that's a little better. She should be up any minute now. Got it in the shade, the camera in the shade. I can hear it. I can hear the engines. Definitely airborne. I'm going to turn this mic on. You can definitely hear a piston engine plane, which is probably the spotter plane that they have a companion plane that always flies with it. It's called the Goose, and it's also a piston engine plane, like float plane. That's very powerful, and they use it for scouting the fire. I can hear it flying around, so it's going to be soon. Oh, I can see it. Oh, that's not the Goose. That's just the float plane. I imagine there'll be some planes that are going to be into watching this. I'm in the frame in a minute. Anyways, that doesn't matter. That's not the plane we're waiting for. I can almost see better off my screen here than I can off for real life. So I don't know. Don't see it yet, but hopefully it should be any minute. Maybe they've run into some difficulties or something, because I did see a video of it taxiing out. I was watching it last night on the flight tracker, and it was 50 kilometers north of me, and it took like fucking 20 minutes for it to get here. It was going so, it's just so slow, like 70, 80 knots. It's just this huge airplane in the sky. You just can't believe it can even fly. Chris, do you want to come on and join me on the stream here? Do you know how to use Rumble? Or anybody else who wants to jump on? I'll throw the link in the Rumble chat too. There we go. That's good. Chris is just figuring out his shit. There we go. Chris.
Hey. Where am I? Oh, yeah, I'm down here. Sorry. My chair's not set up. Fucking, I didn't know my mic's over behind the fucking monitor. Goddamn.
Hey, man. Thanks for joining me, man. I haven't been doing much for live streaming, but I thought this will be cool because this camera should capture basically flying right over my house at low altitude.
Yeah, that's neat, eh? Like, I'm lucky.
I gotta tell you, Chris, there's some heartbreak on this, man.
Oh, because we shouldn't be selling shit like that.
We're not selling it. Them just going to a museum, but.
Oh no, but we sold a couple to Hungary, I think it was, didn't we? Like a couple of water bombers. Like, shouldn't Canada, since we're full of woods, shouldn't we have all the water bombers we can fucking have our hands on? God damn. Fuck, man. I don't know.
Who's the buzz coming from, Alberta? Girls at me or Chris?
No, can't be me. Is it? Fuck's sakes. What? Really?
Bad.
I don't know.
It's gone now.
I just touched my mic. Maybe it's my fucking mic.
Yeah, well, it's something. Hey, break in.
Fuck, my beer's outside in the porch. I gotta go back out and get it.
Go get it.
Yeah, man, I was supposed to get in the shower, man. I stink.
Come on.
The bonfire last night.
When I was a kid, we had the fucking Lager Sports days, and the water bomber would fly over and drop a load of water. Like I'm talking like Labor Day weekend, and they would, or maybe it was the end of August or something, but it was hot. I remember being a kid, and it was just like this spray of lake water. They just drop over the whole crowd. Everybody was soaked. It was awesome.
Nice. That's pretty cool, man. This is good memories, eh? Fucking right.
If you're a firefighter and you're in line of that water hitting you, that's 7,200 gallons of water dropped. It could be potentially dropped, and it'll fucking break windows on cars.
Oh, yeah. It depends on the altitude you're dropping.
Well, and that's part of the problem they have with it is it carries such a large load that what it does is when it hits the top of the mountain, if it doesn't extinguish the fire, sometimes it pushes debris downhill, so it can carry the fire down the mountain. So if it's like the crown of the mountain where, like, say, an ember crossed the valley and hit another mountain and it's burning at the top, they fucking bomb it. And the damage down below, like sometimes it carries the embers down right with it. So the water.
Shit, that's not good.
And it's also like if that fucking thing hits you at 100 feet above you, if that water hits you, it's probably going to tear your skin off your fucking body, right?
Well, I mean, even in spray painting, if you're spraying, right? Because this happened to a friend of mine. A buddy of mine did this. This was a job I was on, where it was my buddy's job, and fucking they went back to do touch-ups, and he was pointing. So all he was doing is he just stuck his arm out. He was just pointing here, and he was just pointing with his finger, like this spot, and he would go, psh, psh, psh. There's your miss. You missed here. You missed here. You missed here. And he fucking hit his arm with the sprayer, and it was oil-based paint, and it went fucking right into his fucking bloodstream, man. And he got all fucked up, man. Like, if he didn't get into the hospital, like, luckily he knew, man. Like, my buddy knows, like, Like that shit now injected into your bloodstream. It's like the Star Trek fucking right.
Yeah, instant poison.
Yeah, it's right into your. It injects. Like we used to hear about that with the. Remember when you were in shop class and you had the compressor?
Compressed air. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't put that up against your skin and any of that because it's the same thing.
I fucking did it so many times in my life. I've never.
Yeah, I know, man, but it's
blow yourself off with the fucking air gun.
It'll get into your blood, like you get air into your blood or paint in your blood, and it'll fuck your heart up, and you can get fucked up pretty good. Anyways, so we have the Warplane Heritage Museum here in Hamilton.
Yeah, you were telling me about that before.
Yeah, so there's an amphibious plane flying around today, or was it yesterday? Both days actually.
Well, it's actually kind of a aircraft significant weekend, I guess, because I think Abbotsford Air Show is going on right now too. So one of my dag buddies is, unfortunately he lives in Victoria where this plane is coming to. And he's like, fuck, I'm pissed off because I'm at the Abbotsford Air Show. And I was looking at the lineup of some of the vintage planes, the old World War II German and British and American biplanes and shit. Fuck, they're cool planes. I love that aircraft history. Well, my last name's right. Orville. It was.
Any relation? Do you think?
Yeah, fuck. Who knows? I don't know. Never know. My grandfather would probably like to get high too, so maybe there is a relation.
Could be.
I fucking thought this thing would be up by now.
So it's going to be taken off right behind you there, eh?
Yeah. So basically, where you can see the tree line and that other image there, that's sort of the Sproat Lake's just on the other side of that, about probably 5-10 meters below that. There's kind of like a hill goes down to the lake. That's where the lake is. Where the clouds kind of come into the trees there, that's where it's basically going to originate from, and it should fly right in front of the thing and then fly probably, I'm assuming, almost right over my house.
I thought I heard it already, and maybe it fucked off.
That's one of the support planes. No, it's not up yet.
Oh.
No, you'll 100% hear it.
Yeah.
Actually, here, hold on. I'll share a photo I took last night. Let me find it.
Turkeys from a helicopter. Girl. I thought turkeys could fly. No, they don't. Not very well.
Here's an example from last night. These are some poor quality photos I took last night, but share them anyways. There's the buzzing again.
I don't know, man. I haven't been buzzing.
Hey, that's a picture I took last night of it.
Cool.
Kind of shitty pictures, but it's pretty obvious when it's flying over.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a video. When did I get there? Probably can't hear it. See how slow it goes?
I know. It's like, how are you not stalling out? Fucking looks like you're gonna enter a stall out at any moment. That's fucking like you're just coasting.
My phone's got it on. Oh.
It's like a bumblebee. Like, how the hell does that even fly, man? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, with little tiny wings and a big fat ass. Yeah, it's like Lizzo with fucking garbage bags for wings, right?
Lizzo's got like what's her name from Peter Pan's wings on there.
Oh yeah, Tinkerbell wings.
Wings on fucking Lizzo. Jesus, no. Fuck, man. Like how? How does that happen? Why gravity defies the laws of physics, you would think.
Jen's out at the lake. She's got a memorial service. Oh, hold on.
No, he hears it.
Oh, there it is. Fuck.
Oh,
there it is.
Get it.
There it is.
Oh, I hear it. I can fucking hear
it.
It
missed it. It just flew right in front of us.
Ah, shitballs. Where is it?
Fuck, it's low. I'm trying to zoom in. Behind the house now. Holy shit, that was low.
Super low, eh?
Yeah, really low.
Fuck,
I missed it. Oh, there's the plane. Here, put this one.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it. Right past that. It's right along the wires. Going right along the wires. From right to left. It's going from right to left. Make your screen big.
I'm trying to.
So now it's going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. We've seen it.
Oh, God, what the fuck is this?
You don't have to be a Japanese tourist for everything, you know? Seriously.
No, it's going to come rock. I can't get the goddamn.
That was cool, though. Got to hear it and see it. That was neat. She gone now. She gone.
Oh, I can't. No, it's not. It's coming rock. Fuck.
That's like... Enjoy the moment. Sometimes you just gotta enjoy the moment, man. That's all there is to it.
There we go.
Oh, so it's turning and circling back and going.
That's a different plane.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it was too small.
I totally fucked that up.
Oh, fucking hurt big time. You fucked that up hardcore.
God damn it. I fucking missed it. It flew so low. My buddies are laughing at me.
Oh, that's like, because you're like me when it comes to the, trying to get a picture or something. Or like, I gotta put this on film. Like, that's just,
It'll come back.
You think so?
Yeah. That plane's flying in circles.
Think it'll just do like a test run and circle the airport and then fuck off, or?
Well, it fucking went so low. Didn't even get to see it.
Yeah, I saw it though. I saw it taking off. It was going right to left. Decent sized plane, man. I was fucking. I didn't think it was. I didn't expect it to be coming from that direction. I thought it was gonna be over the other fucking horizon there.
I didn't either. I don't see it though. I hear planes.
Oh well.
It'll come back.
Maybe he wants to see it. They're gonna have to rewind.
No, this guy's flying in circles. Turn off my headset here. This guy's flying in circles. That means the bomber's coming around. Which direction? There it is. Oh yeah!
Oh, holy fuck! Look at that! Nice. It looks like it's just coasting like a fucking kite. Look how slow it looks like it's going, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's going pretty fast, but it looks like it's going fucking slow, man.
Oh yeah, right.
That's fucking cool, man. Nice.
Last flight.
Hmm. Yeah, that's probably going like 150 mile an hour, but it looks like it's going like 40. Right?
I think it's about 100 knots.
Oh, settle down with the knots. I go by miles per hour.
There's the goose.
Oh, cool.
Spotter.
Cool.
I thought it was gonna fly right over my house. I think it's gone.
Pretty cool, man. Yeah, that's cool, man. That's
All my neighbors are out to watch it.
yeah, friggin' right. Well, because you're witnessing history there, right?
100%. Might fucking turn around.
That's still going, eh? You can still see it.
Yeah.
That's how big it is, man. Holy shit. And it's going, it looks like it's going so slow, like do through the sky.
I think that might be the end of it.
Yeah.
Never see that plane again.
Yeah, that sucks.
It's fucking sad, man.
That'd be like if they retired the Lancaster here.
Alberta girl. Who needs TV when you have Jason's deck? It's Porta Backyard, man. Porta Backyard. Need some steel drums. Oh, that was weird. That was kind of trippy, man.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this.
Tripping me out, dude. Holy fuck, that trips me out too. Fucking my face is way too fucking big. And I do look like a homeless fucking.
Yeah, so
what the hell? Oh. That was cool, man. Thanks for sharing that. Dude, I'm glad I fucking clicked on just in time to catch that shit, man. That was fucking cool. Thanks, man. Thank you for sharing that shit. Share that shit out with anybody who's watching.
yeah, no, that was good. Yeah, so they're flying without their transponder on, and you can't. Ah, for fuck's sakes.
Oh, so you can track them where they're going, right?
You can't. But
no.
why is it? I gotta turn off my StreamYard on
I
this.
thought
thing.
there was the radar where you can watch plane traffic, because if you flew a plane, you would think you'd be able to know where other planes were, right? Like, it's not top secret, super duper secret shit, right?
It's coming over Al Stern's house now.
Cool.
That's exactly where it was flying. That's where Al lives, on the other side of that mountain where he saw it finally finish.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Yeah, the flight radar is not really. It does show the support plane with it, which is if anybody cares, it's a de Havilland Twin Otter.
Nice. It's a cool plane.
Registration number is CGFHA, and that's flying.
Oh, twin engine Otter?
Yeah. Little DHC 6300, I think.
Doesn't Harrison Ford have one of those or something?
Probably.
Sure, I think so. No, because they're collector. No, they're collector's item. Those are antique fucking. They're all silver or stainless, whatever the fuck you want.
There, Alex is here.
Aluminum, fucking maybe, I don't know.
I don't know, man. I feel sad.
So yeah, no. Summer 44 had a good question here. Maybe a silly question. Why is it being retired in the first place?
Well, it was made in 1947, I think.
So.
And it's just obsolete.
Really?
There's not really any. I mean, they said they can't get parts, but with 3D printing and shit they have today, I don't see why.
Right? Yeah, that's bullshit. That seems like no. It's because they don't have skilled fucking labor to work on that shit anymore.
No, so what happened? Well, I'll tell you what really happened is there's a guy in Port Alberni. His name's Wayne Colson. He actually owned that plane, and he owns a firefighting force. I think it's called Con Air, and they fight wildfires all over, and they use C-130s, and they're state-of-the-art water bombers. They have helicopters. They had Colson Air Crane, which was a helicopter logging company. I actually worked for him, actually. But but Wayne Colson isn't a guy who likes to be fucked around, so
no.
He got fucked around by the province of British Columbia and basically set standards where they said, fuck you. They got into a pissing match, and he didn't get any firefighting contracts for several years. They were importing fucking Australian planes to come and fight fires in BC.
Yeah.
And those planes were sitting on fucking anchor.
I remember Russia when they had the Edmonton, when they had the Fort McMurray fire. Russia offered water bombers as well, and they declined.
Yeah, well, Wayne offered.
No, thanks.
Wayne offered several times.
They could have been there fucking lickety split, man. Like fucking. But it was nice for Russia to offer their water bombers, man. Like, because we have more in common with Russia than people fucking think, man. Like, we're very similar people. We really are. And I hate this fucking Russia bashing, man, that I see all the time, man. It's fucking fuck off. They're not commies anymore, man. They have more freedom over there than we do here now. Pretty much. Pretty close. Just don't fucking criticize Putin. Your ass kicked.
Yeah, I agree. So that there's political reasons for that because basically the owner of it wouldn't kowtow to the BC government, and then basically what happened is he went and fought fires in California and Mexico, and meanwhile our own mountains are burning up, and we're trying to fight it with Bambi buckets and helicopters.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was quite a significant part of my childhood growing up. I actually knew quite a few of the pilots and the support workers and stuff out there. I actually, as a child, built a heliport for, well, I was 16, but I built a heliport or worked on building a heliport for one of the pilots so he could get to the aircraft faster by using helicopter rather than driving, even though he only lived 20 minutes away. These guys are pretty intense, man. These guys saved a lot. These planes would come in and they would basically, there'd be wildfire firefighters on the ground, and you know they would literally save lives. They would dump fucking enough water to put it out, cool it down enough to, you know, save crews, firefighting crews. They were strapped. But there's so many fucking good stories about that plane.
Oh,
So what I see is a systematic declination of our heritage items, you know, from our railway being stripped away. We had these beautiful trains, steam trains that were restored and for the Heritage Society, and they just tore up our fucking train tracks. So there's no way those trains can ever get out of our town. The water bomber's gone. They fucking stripped our mountains of timber. You know, now we got fucking nothing but immigrants trying to make fucking Dollaramas and A&Ws and pita pits here. It's
BC's going to turn into a combination between, well, combine Singapore, Hong Kong, and fucking Thailand all together. And that's what BC's going to look like in the next fucking 20 years.
We do have a Chinese community here, and we have for a long time. I mean, they were here probably before my ancestors were here. Some of them, you know, working on the railroad and stuff.
Not mine, but whatever.
Well, mine didn't come to Vancouver Island until the late 1800s. They were
Yeah, because it was a long fucking trip.
Yeah. Well, they were living in Pennsylvania area originally, so they migrated to Canada in I think 1893 or something.
Well, most people settled in the Midwest or Ontario or around the Great Lakes, man. Dude, we got fucking everything's right here. Why do we need to keep going further? Like, we can grow everything we need right here. We got fresh, clean water. Like, I don't want to go anymore and deal with more Indians, because the further west you go, the fucking more you're gonna get fucking off, man. Fucking fucked up. Seriously. Like, even in Canada. Like, you better have something to fucking trade and all of us take it. You're dead now.
You know, the thing is like, I grew up in this community, and it was a resource-based community. It was based on forestry. We had sawmills on the water. We had loggers in the hills. They successfully managed the forest for over 100 years here with their cut allowances and their silviculture and replanting and stuff. And their road building was top notch. They spent tons of money on roads. They took care of the families. You know, McMillan Bloedel was the company, and you know, the world's largest logging camp ever was constructed 40 minutes from my house. And it's Franklin River Logging Camp, and 3,800 families lived there under the company store. I mean, it was a company store. It was that sort of town, right? But growing up in the 80s, Port Alberni, this community had the highest per capita income in British Columbia. So it was a place to live. I mean, it was a thriving community. We had everything.
So what happened to it? Is it still there or what? What's going on?
No, it's fucked. It's totally economically depressed. Real estate prices are the lowest on the island. There's absolutely, you look in the job boards. I've been looking for a new job, and I've been looking, and it's like fucking cashier, clerk, fast food driver, delivery driver, contract window install. Like, it's just all this fucking shit, and they're all looking for labor market investigations or whatever they call that, the LMIA. Labor market impact assessments. So they do these labor markets, so they put these jobs up, and then they say, oh, nobody's applying to them, so we need to hire temporary foreign workers. Well, nobody's applying to them because nobody wants to fucking work for $17 an hour. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Yeah.
I just don't. Well, you're going to take half of it for tax anyways, right? So
I made $18 an hour cash when I was 18 years old in the fucking 80s, for fuck's sake. So you want me to work for 17?
and you want me to go work for a fucking G who's slicing cheese on the counter in his bare feet? Fuck you. I just can't do it.
No, not doing it. No, I will not do it, sir. Sir, I will not do it, sir. Bloody no.
Yeah, but you're not going to have a choice soon. I mean, it's forestry in Alberta has become dude on dirt bike. You can't quad here. You have a pass. Yeah, I know. Well, that's what it's like here. Every fucking road's gated. Every other day you're seeing, like, just last week we had a forest fire where my camera was pointing at that very hill. There was a forest fire that was started right there, and it was a fucking arson. Some 27-year-old fucking blue hair just happened to be an off-duty cop driving by the logging road, and well, guess what? That's Crown land. However, there's private land mixed in there, and now the private land wants to fucking put gates up on it because they're blocking access to the Crown land. But they're justified because some blue hair came and lit a fire.
Yeah, well, a gate's not going to stop the fucking fire, man. Fuck's sakes.
It's not going to stop the fire, but it's going to stop people from going in there and lighting fires.
Yeah, but if they lit fire next to it, it's still.
No, but I mean, there's fucking billions of dollars of timber sitting on the hillside. They don't want it burned up, right?
Yeah. Well,
And
any measure you can take would be. Jesus Christ, man.
Well,
I'm going to punch that fucking guy right in the fucking head, man. It's my fucking neighbor. He lives at the top of my street. It's not that far. Buddy fucking guns his fucking truck up my fucking road, man. That was him that just went by.
oh.
Fucking four-barrel fucking wide open going up the fucking road. Dude, you live right fucking there, man. Even the ambulances fucking, when they gun it, don't gun it as fast as fucking goof. Fuck me, man. Just fucking skadoosh, man. Skadoosh. He needs a skadooshins. Good old-fashioned skadooshins. For the love of fuck.
Oh, man. I don't know, man. I've been dealing with the medical system lately, too, and it's so fucking broken, man. It's so broken. You know, the other day I had to go get some blood work.
I don't do that.
There's one fucking purple-haired, fucking short-shaved head, purple hair, whatever she had. The rainbow fucking sticker on her chest.
See, don't come near me. Don't come near me.
She's the one working there. 3 ladies wearing fucking burqas or hijabs, or I don't know what they're really the proper word is, but they were training. They're the ones that 3 of them stood there and they all took turn, 1 vial each, taking an arm.
No, they don't come near me. I don't know. If you're wearing that shit, get the fuck away from me. You're my enemy. I don't want you near me. This is why I'll die at home, man. Probably fucking, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No, it won't be Michelle. I'm not fucking going. I don't want any of these people. If you're wearing a burqa or you're fucking wearing a fucking goddamn gay shit and you purple-haired bullshit, get the fuck away. I never trusted fucking doctors and nurses shit. Well, nurses I trust more.
I should ditch this
Whatever,
YouTube
man.
stream.
Fuck it. Fuck off. Jesus.
I should ditch this YouTube stream because I'm going to get fucking gassed here.
Well, fuck, you're on YouTube. I forgot. Sorry.
That's okay. I don't really care. I don't really care, actually. Fuck it. I'll leave it on.
I just don't trust the cocksuckers anymore, man. I never had any trust for them before. Never mind now.
Why am I big? I don't want to be big. You can be big. There.
What? I don't know. Jesus. Yeah, fuck.
Fucking handsome looking today.
It's only a face only a mother can love.
Did you lose some weight?
No, maybe I think I did. Wait, hey.
Michelle hasn't finished cooking dinner yet. That's all. What's Alex doing?
I don't know. I thought wasn't in there. Is that him? Firestone Tires. That's Alex, isn't it? Fuck.
Yeah, that's me, guys. Sorry. The somehow the cameras turned on. It looked at me when I first came in. Everything was fine, and then as soon as I went in, the thing went off. So now I'm back with Prism, and I put in the picture, and I'm like, okay, at least I'm gonna see something other than just the triangle. I'm like, fuck sakes, it's fucking with me.
It's all right, man.
It's working. It says it's working, but it's not putting an image. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, we can fucking hear you now. What do you got to say? Say something here. Come on.
Like I say, I put the picture on. I had friends that went to somewhere in BC. They had the bike show, motorcycle show, and they took that picture there and sent it to me. I was like, that's cool. They still have the old Firestone board and all that.
Oh, that was an actual sign for the business.
Yes. At some point in time, now it's rusting in the back on the side of the shed. Yeah, those used to be the old tires and all that. It was a mechanic shop.
So it's an old antique metal sign. Yay.
Yep.
Just reminds me of the flea market, man. I miss the old flea market. I used to work the flea market every Sunday.
That's
I gotta go get a refill. I'll be right back.
Do it. Do it.
That's the thing, Chris. If you remove the eye in it and you put that little square to make it an R, you get freestone there. I saw that. I'm like, oh, maybe. Wait, no. Yeah,
I got called Firestone, Flintstone.
This would be more accurate. It'd be freestone tires. So you're tired.
Free boner, free nuts, fucking. I had lots of nicknames, man. Like you can have a field day with my last name. So there's nicknames go. And I went to a lot of schools, so every school I went to, somebody had a different fucking nickname for me. And I got called lumberjack for a while there because I used to wear plaids, and work boots. I always wore work boots and shit. Like grade 9 and 10, I always wore steel toe boots to work to school.
Okay, yep.
The school, because I'd leave school sometimes and go to work, but I just had work boots and they were comfortable, and I got tired of fucking getting people shit kicked out of me, so I wore steel toe boots because that's an equalizer, right? You know, it's like, no, you want to kick me in the fucking ribs, motherfucker? I got steel toes too. Oh.
Fuck, I remember wearing steel toes. I had steel toe Dayton's. Fuck, I love those boots. They just fit like a glove. You could kick somebody in the fucking teeth with those and they wouldn't wake up till next fucking Tuesday.
Yeah, well, the Terralites were my favorite, man. They were the best. They were really good. Terralites were awesome.
From Marks. Or no, they were what were they called before Marks? Workwear World. Workwear World, that's what they were called.
I don't know.
They had a different name in Quebec.
No, you can get Terralites they were sold at Zellers. So you can get some from Zellers.
Right.
Sears, you know.
Kmart.
Yeah, I miss those. I miss fucking Sears, man. Sears was good.
Yeah,
Sears had good. They had good quality shit, man. Sears did. Fuck.
Yeah, and I never saw Zellers before, but we saw Sears. Yeah, Sears was in Quebec, but Zellers wasn't. It's when I moved to Ontario, I saw. I'm like, huh, that's good. That's different.
Yeah, because Zellers is like the. I don't
We used
know.
to have We used to have Woodward's. That was the big store around here. Woodward's.
Yeah. There was Woolworths.
Yeah,
there's-
Woolco. We had Woolco.
Oh,
Woolworths.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Woolworths.
Consumers Distributing, where you had to order your shit and go pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool. We had some cool shit. It was like nowadays standards would be like the Amazon store. So you have to go in there, physically go in there, read the catalog, check off what you want, and take it in. Go, this is what I want, and they'd order.
They'd fill your order. Yep.
And then in a week or two, you might get it. Or you can go in the back and get it too. Yeah, if they had it in stock. Yeah. Fuck that.
Yeah. Well, it used to be the good old day. At least you get what you order for what you're getting.
And
yeah, it doesn't get stolen off your porch. You don't have Jeets delivered it, taking over all the fucking delivery jobs. Just get off your ass and go fucking pick it up, man. What's wrong with you?
fuck, I remember summertime. We used to have to. I'd hay all summer. Like I would just from farm to farm. I would just hay all for like 2 weeks straight. Maybe all summer really. We would just be haying all the fucking time, throwing hay. You guys don't have hay farms or like cattle farms around? Where you just lived right in the city?
No, yeah, in Quebec, it's everywhere. Where I am, it's right in the middle of the city. Like I'm 15 minutes from Parliament, so
Right.
it'd be outside.
But
That'd
when
be-
you're growing up, I mean, you didn't.
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
do,
yeah,
you didn't do any haying.
yeah, that and chasing
I did my fair
the
share of
cows.
fucking raking. I didn't do hay.
I did
What?
some.
When you're cutting grass, it's like a fucking 1.5 feet thick, man. And you got to rake the whole fucking shit. Basically, you're
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
hay.
Yeah, I was doing it by hand, and then the older guy laughed at me because they're like, "Yeah, you get you get this, and we get the tractor," and I'm like, "You fucker, it's slavery." Meanwhile, they laugh because they're like, "No, we're training you to learn the proper way," and I didn't see it that way, but yeah, it was.
Oh fuck! I remember being the guy picking the bales up off the grass and throwing them
Oh,
on
yeah.
the trailer.
Yeah,
Like
that
fuck, brutal work, man. I mean, they
Right-
made
right
100-pound
after the rain.
bales.
Yeah,
They-
right.
well,
after
they were
the little
dry.
break.
Well, they were
Yeah.
dry.
You get into a groove, man. Like,
Yeah.
once you start using those muscles, man, like those shoulder muscles, man, those are the ones that you just fucking, you learn how to fucking throw. Like, there's
That was
guys that can throw a full hay barrel 3 stories up in the fucking air, man. Like,
Yeah.
another guy will catch it and fucking set it down up into the barn.
That's exactly the kind of place I worked at. They were fucking tough, man. And so at 14, I was a fucking machine, man. Just a little field slave, you know.
Well, but
Yeah.
like when we were that age, man, we were trying to prove not something to others, but mostly to ourselves. Like we were trying.
Maybe, yeah. I remember I'd be like, "Oh, look at this fucking bicep," you know, and I'd be like this puny little fucking marble of an arm.
No, but I mean, it was you wanted to like I was benching 120 pounds when I was 12, and the majority of my friends could not bench anywhere fucking near that, man. Nothing.
Huh.
Like, they tried, and we'd laugh like, you can't even bench fucking 50 pounds. Like, and we're benching 120, 130, and I'm 12 years old, man. Like,
I never went to a gym when I was a kid. They didn't have anybody. That wasn't what we did. I'd grab a 100-pound bag, 250-pound sacks of potatoes, or 3 bags of grain. Carry 3 20-kilogram bags of grain when you're 14.
Right, because we're doing physical activity on. Like,
yeah,
we weren't hitting the weights and shit. Like,
I wasn't. I never had
the
that.
weights. We had no problem with the weights because we were out there doing physical shit. Like, me and my buddy were building camps and log cabins and shit. We're cutting down trees and lifting logs, dragging them out of the fucking woods and shit. Like, fuck.
I got stuck a few years at the lumber camp. Man,
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, that lumber camp is no joke.
That's what
You're learning quick too.
That's how you grow up around here.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
man, that lumber. It's like if you think you're strong, they'll find a bigger piece for you to play with, and then you find out, oh yeah, I can be stronger. I need to.
But
be
it's about leverage, and it's the Archimedes principle. Like you wrap your arm around that fucking bottom branch when you cut down a tree. You just hook it, you lift it, and you can fucking, because the branches act like a sled.
Oh yeah,
right. Because they're
what
all.
Did you call that? The Archimedes rule?
The Archimedes. Archimedes, man, like the leverage, like for fuck's, I'm too dumb to fucking talk about this.
Not just that. It's we all watch Bugs Bunny growing up and all that stuff, and we saw the mistake that most of those animals were making, and we didn't make them in life because we knew better. It's like, yeah, that's what it is.
They were lessons. They were instructions. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't
just
fucking jump up. Don't stand on the edge of a cliff that's undercut, right?
And then
the piece is gonna fucking
rock. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna end up under, and you're gonna feel like the
don't play with jet engines and dynamite.
Yeah, no shit.
Don't sit on a fucking missile, right?
Yep. But those were great back then, because I guarantee there's some kids out there that thought that, and they were going to do it, and then they saw that, and they're like, do I want to be the coyote? No. And it's like, we learned. We're gonna do it better.
I duct tape fucking the 4 corners of a tablecloth. I've duct taped them around my wrists and shit, and then jumped off shed roofs and shit.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work.
I had a box of firework taped to my bike, trying to go faster, and it didn't work either.
Oh,
it was funny as hell going, but man, it didn't work.
I was a little kid, and we had my cousin had this 2-story tree fort, and there was like a fucking window at the top floor, so it was like 30 feet above, and I I was like 7 years old. I nailed this piece of plywood. It's about 2 feet long, like a fucking diving board. I nailed it on with 2 fucking roofing nails and walked out on it and fucking fell. I fell and landed on this old rusty lawnmower. And I couldn't believe that fucking board didn't hold my weight. It was like, welcome to reality, right? That was
Yep, that's gravity, friction, and
fucking gravity. Fucking gravity.
two roofing nails. That'll hold it.
Yeah.
Well, you should use 2 spikes and then bent the bottoms up underneath.
Well, I was fucking 7, man. I was by myself doing it, man. I had no supervision, so I was by myself.
That's how we learned.
Yeah, that's how we learned. Exactly. I probably should have died, but
none of us had supervision then. We were going.
Oh no. Like
fucking.
That's the one thing the parents in my time didn't do. It's like no. They were busy cooking and preparing the house for me to come back. But then I couldn't come back until 7 or 8 because it was still light out there. So I had to come back when it's dark, and then I have only 2 hours in the house. Then you're in bed, and it's like, oh yeah, I realize it's like my mom didn't want to deal with me at all. But then I figured out it's like that with most kids.
I didn't want to be in the house. See, like my mom never had to kick me out. I could always come in if it was hot or whatever. I'm sure I could have came in and hung out my room, but my mom never kicked me out. But I just had shit to do outside. I had my own agenda, you know.
Yeah,
I was building forts, fucking kicking ass, taking fucking, you know.
I didn't want to go home. I was like, fuck. Oh,
I had an egg business. I had a fucking pig. I had chickens, meat birds. I had investments at that age. So plus I had a job. I was a busy young man.
I was painting skateboards. Like all my buddies wanted me to paint their skateboards. So when I was like 12 years old, whatever, 13, I was painting the underneath of all their skateboards and some on top, but I would paint like an AC/DC cover or whatever. And I clear coated, give it about 3 coats of clear coat.
What'd you get paid for that?
$35, about $35. No, I wasn't in the dope. I wasn't in the dope yet at that time. No, it was just straight up cash. It's fun. It's all right.
Right on.
Yeah.
Man, I was a productive young man from the age of about 13 and a half till about 15 when I finally got put in jail.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, I'm the same here. I was around the same age. But,
I went through that a little bit earlier, but the first thing they did is they wanted to find my affinity because it seems I didn't like to work. Like I saw something out of work that I just didn't like. So they tried to figure out what would I like, and they realized they put the motorcycle in front of me, and they came back a few days later. The whole thing is apart. And they're like, how did you do? You get the tools? I'm like, oh, I borrowed the tools from the neighbor. And they're like, you know where it all goes? I'm like, yeah, it goes from left to right. Every part goes on. And the guy's like, but you don't know how it goes on. I'm like, no, but it's how I took it out. I remember how. And they came back later. I put it back on, and sure enough, we had problems. We did fix them. I learned how to fix my
Alex, I was the same way, man. I was the same fucking way. And I worked I got a job. I went and did a college course where I did a automotive pre-apprenticeship course, and I got an apprenticeship at Mr. Transmission and worked there. Okay. You know, remember Don Cherry would do Mr. Transmission commercials. But I got a job there, and it was the same thing. Like you take apart it, he's like, the boss was like, you take apart any transmission, you just fucking boop, 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 lay it out as you took it apart, clean all the parts, put it back together. It's the same.
That's how I learned, like in school. That's how I learned it, and then I realized it's like it was a paper bag to find out the timing of your vehicle. You just put the paper bag against the engine, and you find out the timing. And most of the kid had problem with that. I picked it up right away. I was really good with the sounds.
Paper bag? Wait, back up the bus. Back up the fucking bus.
2x4 works better, but
okay.
Back up the bus. What do you mean 2x4 and paper bag to find the timing? Because the timing, man, I always thought you needed the gun for the timing.
You do.
Well, now you do, yes, but before.
Not now. No.
You fill up the paper bag with air, and you put it against the engine. You're going to hear the sound, the clocking better.
Yeah.
That doesn't tell me anything. What? So it doesn't.
Yeah, well, it tells you if you can hear the valve train.
Yep.
What?
So you just
can
have to adjust it after that. It's
Yeah,
by
you can hear
sound.
the
Yep.
yeah, you can hear the valve train, and you can hear it's running better or worse
Yeah.
by turning the distributor. But you can use a piece of wood, like you use a fucking ball peen hammer handle,
Okay.
and that will work.
I never tried that.
Yeah, anything that transmits the sound off it's this vibration that you're picking up.
Well, I mean, I
Yeah.
have a pretty good. Listen, I have a good ear when it comes
Okay.
to if timing's off or someone's got a bent valve or bent piston or something fucked up. I have a pretty good ear for that shit.
Okay.
But how do you know which way to turn the dial? Okay, so
Just turn it till it sounds better.
Yeah.
So do you turn it to
Either way,
clockwise
either
or-
way. Like
No,
you're
no,
talking like a half a degree, Chris. You're
Yeah,
talking
I know. It's just, it's a C here, right?
But Chris, the way to learn is you turn 1 degree right, and then when that doesn't work, you turn 1 degree left, and you see the
or you
difference.
turn 2 degrees back left, right?
Yeah,
and you go
yeah.
right.
Back.
Yeah, you're gonna hear the difference, and then you're gonna find out if it's better
That's
or
basically
not.
trial and error, right?
Yeah, it's the old
Gotcha.
way. Yeah, you just try, and then you get it perfect, and it's like that's
And
how I
even
found out how to time out Harleys. They're the best one for that.
That's I grew up with carburetor engines, man, like 305s.
yeah, me too.
Man, like, and I can tell when a vacuum hose was leaking. You could hear it going. You could hear it hissing, right?
Yeah.
And you could hear a bent valve because it would tick, you know. Or you could tell when the head gasket was going and starting to go, or one of the gaskets was starting to go. You could always tell.
Yeah, I mean, you could. There's different things. Like there's exhaust manifold leaks. There's fucking low oil pressure. Like, you know, I watched my Jeep. My Jeep's got 330,000 kilometers on it, and it's getting towards the end of its life, but it still runs strong. But I watch the oil pressure. When I'm like, you know, we do a regular trip over the mountain to our campsite, and it's a pretty brutal climb, and it warms up, you know, to about half on the temperature. Normally it stays at a quarter, but it goes up to about a half. And keep an eye on it. But you know, as long as you're not beating the fuck out of it, like you got to pay attention to that shit. You got to have those instruments of at least a thermostat. And an oil pressure gauge is good, but
yeah. Now they have timers, and they have a bunch of electronics to do that.
Yeah, the new vehicles are fucking way different than the old ones, man. Like the new ones, I don't think there's nothing you can do anyways. You just drive the fucking thing.
I always made sure I had a new oil filter and changed my oil regularly. Made sure I had good brakes and good tires. I always thought the fluids up, man, and you try to keep a fucking at least a half tank gas because there's always crud in the bottom of your tank and shit, blah blah blah, whatever.
For me, I saw the evolution of the oil filter, and man, I'm telling you, when I used to be younger, that damn oil filter used to be in better places than it is now with the new vehicle. You can't,
ridiculous.
You get to take out the whole block engine to get to the damn filter in some vehicles. I'm like, what the fuck? You
No,
can't
spark
get
plugs,
in.
same thing, man.
Yep. Like they changed everything so bad that you can't even fix your own car by yourself anymore.
Well, no, they don't want you to. Right? It's like no. We have guys who are completely fucking retarded, and they're gonna fucking make a mountain out of a molehill. God damn, man.
My buddy today was telling me about that. He wants to go on the Quebec side to get a mechanic there. I'm like, dude, if you don't know the mechanic per se, don't. And he's like, why? I'm like, because they're getting fucked over too by the
You take
system.
if anybody listening or watching this right now takes their car to Canadian Tire for a mechanic, you're fucking retarded.
Yeah.
I wouldn't take my car to any mechanic. I have a friend who lives down the road. He works for the local cement company.
Okay.
He does some side work, and he's super fucking. I just bring it to him. If I have something I can't do myself or don't want to do myself, he just does it. You know, whatever.
And that's the best way. It's find the people that, like for me, people ask me, oh, why did you take a job in this? And I'm like, this is my passion. Like I looked at everything and I see it in 3D in my brain. I'm like, I want to take out the engine apart. That's the first thing I want to do. I want to
see it in 3D in your brain. I know exactly.
Oh yeah.
Like when someone describes, like when someone says something really gross, like I see it in 3D in my brain. I'm like, fuck, like, son of a. You had to give me that visual. I'm not going to give you an example, but I was going to
Yeah.
say something that would give you an example, but I don't want to be that guy. It gives you a 3D in your brain, man.
Well, yeah, and it's hard
I
to
know what you're
explain it.
saying.
I went to school and that, and I didn't realize it till later that shit will stay with me all my life because I got photographic memory, and it's something that passions me. And I realize I'm like, if I ever work in it, I'm gonna lose that passion. And every other hobby that I worked in, I lost that passion after a while. So mechanic is the
Yeah,
one
man.
thing
Hey,
I
listen.
said,
Stop. Hey, Alex, man.
but that's me.
It'll come back. Listen, the fact that you're even talking about it right now means you haven't lost the passion completely. You still have the passion for it, man.
Oh,
Find it
Jason,
again.
you're muted.
Find it again and bring it back.
You're muted, Jason.
Fondle that passion by the nads. Fondle it.
Chris, he made a great point though. He says, and I experienced the same thing when I went to and made it my career. I went from loving cars, loving working on cars, to doing it as a job, as a young man, and it fucking educated me more, learning it commercially, professionally. However, it fucking ruined my hobby because because I hated it, and now I hate working on cars. I fucking hate working on cars.
That's the one thing. Like for me, I love working on motorcycle and car, and I walked away from it at some point just because I didn't want to ruin that, and I went to do other stuff that are close to it, and like making knives and all that. And now I don't like. I know how to make a forge and all that. You don't see me making a forge anywhere. Like I hate the damn thing. I can make my own knife, but there's something in it that now that I made money on it, it's not the same.
It's not the same, yeah.
But that's for me. It's not for everybody. Like I say, I'm not saying that everyone will have it that way, but usually, if you have hobbies and all that, keep those separated from the life.
Right. And
then it's easy.
Okay, so when I draw and I paint and I do anything artistic, or if I sculpt something or carve something or paint something, I give it away to someone who I know will keep it and hang on to it. Right? I try to find a good home for it, like you would fucking try to find a good home for a pet, like if you had a bunch of puppies or something, right? Yep. That's kind of what I do with my art. I want to give it away to somebody. I don't sell it, man. Yeah. Once you start selling, when you start doing what you love to do and you start selling it, it's like it's
you
not
lose the value.
It's different, man. It's like
that's what I'm trying to explain. It's like
that's why I don't like doing tattoos and I don't like fucking
me too.
Art.
I had the tattoo shop.
I did it back in the day. I did signs. I did all kinds of weird stuff.
You should open a branding shop, maybe.
No, I don't fucking know.
How about making hold as something that will hold you when you're getting branded?
It's already a whole industry. It's called bondage.
You need one of those little laser labelers that's just like
the GIMP ball, fucking put the GIMP ball.
There you go. Oh. But no, the like for me personally, I found out that mixing passion with life, technically, like I don't want to lose. Like I love mechanic by itself. I would love to have a car, but now that I'm seeing how people are driving on the road, like I got 2 garages across my street, and I'm telling you, I'm watching black people taking the car, and it's not because they're new. I don't know what it is, but I didn't see one white or one Hispanic doing it either, because there's an Hispanic lady there and she's driving A1, but then the black seems to don't have their licenses. Like I was asking the Asian guy, and she took half an hour to turn.
Wow, that sounds very racist, man. I just gotta say that's very, very racist.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just shit, man. Fuck yeah, I know you're telling the truth.
Hey,
in the UK, you'd go to prison for that, but
but like I say,
21. Listen, there's a 21-point turn. Okay,
21-point turn.
Like I do have Arabs. I do have Arabs next door. They're driving okay. Go figure why. But that black lady couldn't turn. She couldn't turn the car, and then she came back the next day to get her car, and I'm looking at her, and I watched her like I just stand in my door just watching her, and I'm like, man, who the heck gave her her license? Like, this cannot be on the road. And yeah, sure enough, she's going 20 down the road, and there's 10
Yeah.
cars packing behind her. And I'm like, this is not going to go well.
She probably didn't have a license.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, that would make more sense than her
Well,
having
people
one.
are scared to be called racist. That's so they just give people licenses because they're scared. Like,
Oh,
if I don't pass
so
this,
wrong.
I get called.
Sorry, Sergeant. I didn't know I needed a license to drive in Canada.
Yeah. And it's so
I didn't know it
wrong.
was illegal to rape white girls in Canada.
Alberta girls like I
Yeah,
saw that chick today.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Fuck,
They're
fucking all
everywhere.
over, man.
I don't know why, but they're everywhere.
Did you see that fucking
There's nothing
video? That
racist
fucking
about it.
that good dude driving. He's driving on the wrong side of the road, and I think it's in Nevada, and he fucking creams 3 motorcycles.
Yep. And now
Totally on the
motorcycle-
like. There's no reason why he has to be on the wrong side of the road at all.
Yep.
He's just on the wrong side of the road.
And now
going
they're
around
going
the
to put
corner.
laws against motorcycle in that state. I almost guarantee it. It's like, yeah. I'm like,
How do you
since
not
when
figure
they
it
went
out?
upside down.
It's like
Everything is upside down.
what part of like cars are coming at you?
Yeah.
Like, wait a
No, he
minute.
was swerving around the cars. He was just swerving. I don't know why he was driving. He preferred, obviously, his country he came from. Obviously, drove in the left side. So
Yeah, that's my best guess.
he was
Like
obviously.
in the UK, I think it's you drive on the other side of the road on the
He's
right
probably
side.
like, why are all these motherfuckers driving on the wrong side of the road?
No, you
Yeah.
either have a death wish, or you want to hurt somebody,
just-
or you're mentally ill, or you're
But
on
someone,
drugs. or
someone
something.
like that, they
I'll
can't
give
tell.
up.
They can't tell me that those people pass. Like that person passed his license. If he passed his license, he would have known. Like we would have told him. I figured
Alex,
that. Hey,
yeah.
here's the-
Alice,
But
people who are giving out the licenses right now are the ones
as
who
fucking
are
stupid.
invading us, right? They're all. It's Mohammed that works at the fucking DMV, and his sister, fucking whatever, fucking.
So I have to put Mohammed behind my name and then go get a snowplow to be fine.
No, they all run. They've taken over our fucking.
Oh, I know.
They've taken over the DMV. They've taken over the security jobs at Pearson International. So they own all the security jobs, all the taxi jobs, all the delivery fucking companies. They've taken over our DMV.
But like
They
I
own
was
the
saying,
DMV,
Chris,
so they can all get their licenses, so they can hand out licenses to all their buddies.
I guess.
Like fucking
Yeah.
Chris,
right?
like I'm saying, you look at the local fucking job boards, and I looked at a few different communities across different provinces, and it's all the same shit. It's
Yeah.
all this fucking labor market.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Labor market impact assessment. That's what it's called, LMIA. And that's the whole reason they have these jobs advertised, and they fucking stick a dog shit wage.
Yeah.
It's like part time.
Yeah.
But they can't get any employees because nobody wants to have that fucking job. Anyways.
Look,
It's
3
sucks.
years
Yeah, nobody wants to work there. Fuck
But then
off.
they can, what they do is they bring in they got one guy that says, okay, sir, I can get you a job in Canada for, 5,000 rupees or whatever, and hooks him up with his fucking uncle or brother or whatever, mom or dad or whatever it is. And
Well, probably all of the above. They're all living in the same place.
but you see what I'm saying? So they're using our federal government's immigration rules for these labor market impact assessments, and they're falsifying them because the reason why nobody's applying there because nobody wants to go work for Gurpreet.
These
Yeah.
guys know
Yeah, that's true.
every fucking trick in the book.
Gurpreet, a little girl shows up at the job interview, and Gurpreet's fucking looking at her like he's gonna get the fucker or something. It's like, no, man. Like, I wouldn't send my daughter to A&W to go fucking apply for a job because I know she's gonna be working for Gurpreet.
I got white
Pen.
neighbors up the street. They're all fat fucks. Every fucking
Yeah.
one of them. We call them system suckers because they're at house of many people, and they're the system suckers because they are.
I
They know,
call that
exactly,
Fat
they
Albert.
know exactly how to manipulate the system. They got a vehicle. They got renovations, all because they have a disabled daughter. Well, she's fine, but they're all overweight. So is the daughter.
Yeah, but Gurpreet doesn't give a fuck.
Like, she's fat as fuck. Like, oh, if you're so concerned
Yeah,
about
yeah.
your disabled daughter, and I'm paying for you to have renovations and a vehicle and all this and that, and you're getting Uber Eats every fucking day, sometimes twice a day,
That's wrong.
right? Like, and we're paying for this, right? So it's not just those guys doing it. It's like white people know how to fucking scam the system too, man. Some people really Like they know how to scan the system, and they're
Like
told how to do it too, right? They're told how
for
to
me,
how you do it. You know,
for me personally, I can scan the system and yeah, I can scan the system in so many ways, but I refuse to because I
Yeah, but
understand
you're not.
it
There's no
is.
scamming the system. The problem is people
Well,
think they're scamming the system, but that is the system. The system's
no, but
designed to be breached. It's designed to have holes so that it's continuous. So there's no way. Like there's no end to it. It's the system originally was designed to
once you're in
temporarily
it,
help
once you're
people,
in it, they have you
but
by the
once
balls.
yeah,
exactly you're controlled because you can't do anything without complying to their fucking rules. So
in a way,
there's no
yeah.
yeah, like the system
But
people perceive it
what I'm
as
saying is there's way like between anxiety and PTSD, there's way in that to get better condition. And a lot of people are going for it. Meanwhile, it's not always needed. Just like Chris mentioned, well, the person
right.
that's going to Uber like Uber Eat every night, oh no, that privilege should be technically cut off because no,
And
about
guess who's
you
delivering
get
it?
no, but
No,
about that money get put towards giving her a course into how to cook, and then it's used in a better way.
okay,
Like
but
that's
what
what I'm
about the
saying.
I
There's
think
better
I
way
think
to use
what
funds,
I
and
agree there's better ways, but I think the better way to do it is say, okay, if she wants to fucking Uber eat her way to death, then let her fucking Uber eat her way to death.
yeah, but it's still not okay.
Well,
But I
why?
get
Because
it. I
she's
get what you're
choosing it.
saying.
She's
I
choosing to do
know.
that. But
I know.
I
But
don't think I don't think the government should be able to say it's illegal to tell her that she's eating herself to death. I think we should be allowed to say, okay,
no,
man,
but
that's
it
not
should be.
acceptable,
It
right?
should be in our society. Like for personally, maybe it's me personally, but it's our job as the people to make sure that
To govern that.
they don't get that far to a certain point. Like I don't know why McDonald's is still open at this point. Like for the last 30 years, like they killed so many people, and I'm like, okay,
Because they pay tax.
yes, but it is still wrong.
I know it's wrong.
They're
I know
killing
it's wrong, but
people.
in a
It's
perfect
like
world, in a perfect
it's
world,
just
we
like
could
the
just say
karma.
we don't
Yeah,
need taxes, but we
I
have
know, I know.
30% of our fucking population is
Yeah,
employed by the government,
yeah,
right?
It's
that
more
too.
than 30.
Yeah,
It's more than 30% of our population.
Well,
yeah. At
what
this
you know what I
point,
mean?
hi
Anymore.
Michelle.
Hi,
Tommy,
how are you?
haven't show. How
Hi.
many is it? How many is it?
How
Oh,
many do you think it
I'd
is?
say at least 50.
Okay.
What?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, at this point, yes.
Percentage of the people are paid by the government.
Since
Wow.
COVID, that number has bunched up because now
Yeah,
people
could be
just
more.
can work at home too. So
And at least 85% of our wages is taken in taxes, leaving us
Yeah, I
little
know.
for the other
yeah,
stuff.
I would
yeah.
say more than 50. I would go 60 or even more higher than that because
Okay.
you have subcontractors that do
That are
jobs
government contracts.
job,
Yeah.
and that's basically
Yeah.
they're getting paid by taxpayers and they're subcontractors. And
Yep.
they're
True.
schools
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Infrastructure jobs. Yeah, for sure.
And the way I see that possible is since COVID and all that, they had to restructure the whole system. So there's more people working for the government, less people working their own businesses and all that. So they can equalize it that way.
No,
Because
I mean,
3 years ago, I saw the Indian taking the trucks industry. Well, that's because most of the truckers got fired because of what happened in Ottawa and all that stuff. And some of them decided, no, I'm not driving anymore. And they filled up that position, not realizing that no, it's because the people stopped working in that and protest.
and
And
what are you saying?
oh yeah, yeah,
See
go ahead.
Brown, turn around. So don't go shopping.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
order Amazon. Don't order all this stuff. You
I
know, they
don't
order the
eat that
Amazon
food.
and that gets the porch bandits coming. If you don't order it, then they have
Yeah.
nothing to get. You can
Yeah.
order your Amazon stuff in hours so your shit won't get stolen.
Go pick it up yourself.
How about
Don't
that?
be
Yeah,
lazy.
yeah.
Don't order it.
like we get all our shipments through work.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Then
Then
it's
she
secure.
collects them. Yeah, that's secure. Even if she's not at work, it's
Why
still
am I-
secure.
What's this big screen fucking shit all about? What's going on with this?
What do you mean?
I don't know, because there's only 3 of us on here. I posted the fucking.
All
I
right.
posted the link. Nobody else came on.
Fucking cowards, eh? Cowards, I say. Cowards.
Some of
I
them
wouldn't
are.
say. I wouldn't say that. I would just say they're fucking.
Yeah.
It's Sunday.
Chicken shit. Fucking. They're
It's
chicken.
Sunday. They didn't get the notification.
Yeah,
There's
my
many
wife's
things out there.
out doing a fucking family memorial.
Ah, nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
I
important to
was.
keep busy.
I
shitty,
didn't
but-
know it. My point is she's not here, so I can sit on the deck and.
Yeah, we all need our me time.
Yeah.
It's part of it.
I cooked some rockfish fillets last night.
Nice.
They were on sale. I bought them. Fuck, they were so good. I went and bought more today. I'm gonna eat them.
Yeah, they're pretty tasty. I like rockfish.
Yeah, I just fried them in lard and dredged them in seasoned flour, and fuck, they were delicious.
Yeah.
I made my own fucking tartar sauce. I put capers in, but I put capers in it and yogurt. Fuck, it was good.
Yogurt? Where the fuck does the yogurt come from? What the you lost me at the fucking yogurt. Man.
Well, instead of mayonnaise, man. I fucking hate mayonnaise.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I can see. Yeah, all right.
I don't hate mayonnaise. I hate seed oil.
Cream.
I hate seed. I just can't eat seed oil, man. I just fucking can't do it. So
sour
I use yogurt.
The yogurt would have been all right.
Oh, the yogurt was good though. I had some left over from my chicken I made the other night. So
I'm not a yogurt guy.
I'm not either, but I'll buy the fucking plain full, 14% fat yogurt and use it to soften up my chicken.
Yeah, it does kind of sound cool for tartar sauce, doesn't it?
Oh, it was good. I didn't have any pickles either, so I fucking used my own pickled cucumbers that I made, like fridge pickles that morning. So yeah, it was fucking delicious tartar sauce. But the capers were the best part.
I haven't had capers in I don't know, a couple fucking years. Well, they're very salty. They're they're like tiny little mini olives, green olives, kind of. I don't know. How do you explain it?
Yeah, they got like a little spicy.
Yeah.
But no, it was good. I fried the fish. I squeezed a fucking lemon on it and wiped some tartar sauce on it and fucking pigged out. I'm gonna do that again. But I cooked it on my deck. I got my camp stove set up. Here you can see it right there, Chris.
Nice.
Just so I could cook my fish so I didn't stink up my fucking house. That's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah, the fish, you don't want to be doing that.
So, Jason, if you look back at your fence again, where the shadow of the light goes,
yeah,
you get the diagonal sign right there.
I do. I see that.
I saw that when you turned around. I'm like, oh yeah, it's right there.
You're seeing slashies everywhere there, bud. Slashies everywhere. Here.
Oh, it's right there.
Slashies to the left of me. Slashies to the right of me. Fucking
That's what you're talking about. Right below my crowbar sign.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Slashies everywhere.
Yeah, I thought
Can't get away from it.
I thought you were in the middle of the forest or something, but then I realized no, you're inside the town.
Oh yeah, I know. I live right in the town. Fuck, I had my fucking transformer for my laptop sitting in the sun. Shit. I'll be right back. I gotta get some ice for it.
Yeah, that's not good.
It melted. Last year I melted it, so this is a new one. But I figured out if I take a Ziploc bag full of ice and just put it on there, it doesn't fucking cools it right off.
Yeah, but no, put a fucking towel over it so you don't fucking electrocute yourself.
No, it's sealed. It's sealed.
I know, but the condensation.
It does, but I wipe it off. I fucking turn it. I'm on it.
Oh, that's good.
But it cools it down.
All right.
I burnt up my last one. What's that?
Ooh.
That's going to be maple molasses zucchini cake with chocolate chips and coconut.
Nice.
So it's got ginger and molasses.
All right, fine. Take it away. Go.
Johnny Rotten's going to be upset. They missed that.
So
no. Sounds on the real. What's that, Alex? What are you fucking babbling about?
Oh, I was going to say is that for what I think, but I don't think
it's not. No, it doesn't have weed in it. My God, man.
No. I didn't mean that. No, I thought for the
The camp out?
The camp out. That's what I
What the
meant.
fuck is that?
Next week.
Ah, for fuck's sakes, man. Ah, fuck, man. Listen,
Oh, you're talking about
This week.
Rogues?
At the end there. But yeah.
I gotta
I
hit
think
the
Rogue was watching earlier. I don't know what's going on.
I got shit to do this weekend, man. I'm fucking
Yeah,
busy.
I just don't want to mention any locations.
This weekend's fucking over, Chris.
Yeah,
No, I
this
meant-
weekend is today.
coming one. I know this weekend's over as of almost now, pretty much. But fuck, yesterday was a gorgeous day, man.
I
know,
fuck, hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking awesome. I got up fucking super early. It was beautiful. I felt great. I didn't feel like a bag of shit like I usually do. Went to the market. Was awesome. Yeah, we found some. I got a nice fucking rake again, which I needed, like a gravel rake. For $5, I got a nice splitting axe.
Nice.
For $5. Got a hatchet for $5. Got a bunch of screws for fucking $7, whatever. I know they're worth way more than that because they're 3-inch screws and they're brand new. And I know how much screws are worth, man. Like I got
they're not cheap.
Everywhere I look, I see people that are screwed. So
I got $30 worth of screws for like $7, man. So I'm not complaining. I was winning.
yeah,
That was on the way back to the market. Or to the market, man. We got all kinds of shit at the market. But this weekend at the market, we have to get some dill. And normally he charges $40 a bushel of cucumbers, or half a bushel, whatever. But he gives it to us for $30 because we bring him back a jar of pickles.
Nice.
So he goes, for you, $30. Like, awesome. And then we get dill. And so this weekend we're making pickles. And yeah, it's gonna.
Oh, sweet.
It's gonna be busy, yeah. And we're doing spicy beans too. So
Fuck, I should make some fucking pickles, man. Fuck.
pickles and spicy beans. That's
It's so much work, man, but it's worth it.
No, it's not that much work. No.
Yeah, it is. I'd have to get off my fucking ass and go to this fucking farm market and buy some cucumbers and
Oh, muffin.
wash some jars and fucking buy some dill and some pickling salt,
Muffin.
spices.
Come on, you can do it.
I know I can do it. I've done it. That's why I don't want to do it.
But it's worth it.
I can go to fucking No Frills and buy a jar of pickles from India and it's only $1.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck
but-
yeah, seriously?
Why do you think I started making pickles? Because every jar.
I know. And when you talk about this, it makes me want to do it. But fuck, I'm so
Oh.
lazy.
Do it and give
I
it
should
to
totally do it.
So I went a year ago or 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
I bought like half of an acre of land, and since then it's like I've been trying to build a camp. It was a camp there, but then I caught 2 native person in it, and then I asked them to not go, and it created a situation that I fixed this year. Not after they burned the camp down. So then this year they rebuilt it. Now it's a closet with a door. I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, this thing is 5 feet large. I'm like, this is not what was here. And the guys all like, oh, I got the material, but this is what we were able to build. I'm like, okay. Then they look at my sign. I had a sign, and they're like, what's a jeet? Because it says no jeet allowed. But that's the Native American asking me what the jeet is. And I'm like, oh, those are for the Indian. And he's looking at me like, what? Are you talking about us? I'm like, you're not an Indian. You're a Native American.
Right?
I'm talking about India.
We're
This time
allies.
around- I'm like, this time around, you can
street
say that we
shitter.
corrected our mistake. We're not like Christopher Columbus back then calling you guys Indian. Meanwhile, you're not even from India. I'm talking about the Indian from India. And he's all like, oh, I get it. Thank you, man. Oh, yeah. I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, they're
Yeah,
East Indians, man.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
East-
And
East of what?
the
East
native
of-
got it right away. It's like he thought it was funny. He's like, thank you. You corrected your mistake. I'm like, yeah, we don't have to do the same thing that their ancestor did at some point in time. No, we're better. You're a native. We get it.
Right. I think I'm fucking veered off topic and enough of
Well, What
What
was
do you guys
the
think?
topic you were on? Oh, about the plane.
Yeah.
Plane. Yeah.
The plane an hour and a half ago. But
I
that's okay.
arrived at the end of it. I saw you looking at the sky.
Oh shit.
No, you did get a good shot of it though before you fucked it up. But you did get a couple of good shots.
Before I fucked it up. Yeah,
No,
but
but, like,
I didn't hear it. Honestly, I didn't hear it. It was so low. I didn't expect it to be that low. But
right, but the second time it came around, you can go back and clip that and get a good.
It looked like
I will.
plane. It was a big Hercules or something like that. There, big.
No, it's a
military
Martin Mars water bomber. It's a World War
Okay.
II era. It served in Korea, basically, not World War II, really. But it was quite a large plane.
Yeah.
But it's gone now. Doesn't matter. Fucking gone.
And what was above it? It was a spotter.
Yeah, there's the spotter that came with it. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, just quite a bit of history.
Which is also a collector's fucking plane. That was the
Oh, for sure, it's part of it. Yeah.
well, twin engine lever. Like twin engine ones are those are the rich people fucking
Well,
levers, right?
Last night they had the Shorty, which was a different plane. So that was the original spotter plane, and it's like it looks like a fucking toaster from 1940. This plane, like it's fucking
The toaster.
Oh, I'm not kidding, man. It looked fucking. I was like, holy shit, that thing's actually. No, it was old. It was like made in 30s, probably.
Yeah, it looks like Art Deco. It's Art Deco style.
Art Deco, exactly. Like little round portholes on the side of it and shit, right? Like, but it was flying around last night, and I was like, holy fuck. But it came up from the States. I looked at the flight tracking on it. Okay. And it came from the States somewhere, and it crossed into Chilliwack, and then came to Port Alberni, and I guess it came here just to fly around with the. So I think it was one of the original spotter planes.
Cool.
Yeah, but it's just a bunch of history happening. It's all fucking going away.
Well, the guys in aviation, all these pilots and stuff, these guys that fly these planes, they're all enthusiasts, right? And, and they love.
They're all dying. They're all dying though.
Yeah.
Old.
Well, there's that. Hopefully not
Being replaced.
Yeah.
Flying all the way to the scene of the crash, boys.
And I guarantee, if a Jeep gets behind that plane, it's gonna crash.
I don't think that will happen.
Well, I don't think they can take off to start with, so like they would have to be professional.
I had a tour of the cockpit when I was a kid, but I never was in it when I was flying. But I had a tour of the whole plane. It was pretty cool. That was like 25 years ago. I barely remember it. Yeah, they used to do tours like in the class. So you go.
Yeah, we did that too. That's why it's like there's a generation where we went around. We went classes. We saw like they brought us to that old Ford the Ford factory in Ontario. I remember from Quebec we left there just to see the Ford factory. Just because we love mechanic.
I've driven past that 1,000 fucking times, man.
Oh yeah. For me it was the one and the best one, and then one day they brought us to Prévost where they make bus, and oh yeah, it was nice. I saw they make peanut butter cup also. It's like then after that I was asking more questions after that, but then they told me it's like no it's good, right? I'm like yeah, but I'm not too sure about the ingredient there.
Yeah, 15 views on Rumble, 10 views on YouTube. Fucking look at you go, man. See, people love you, Jason. You got to do more lives, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't really.
Yeah, but there's something there's something acidic right now online that I don't know what it is, but it's there. It's definitely there. Like for me, I stopped all my life because of it, because I realized, hey, look.
Yeah, like what do you put? Why are you putting yourself up there? Like that's what I say.
Well, no, because people want to shoot the shit, man.
Yeah, well, you're shooting the shit, but you just got to remember what you say. If you say stupid shit, it could come back. What do you mean?
I say, I say stupid shit all the fucking time.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. If I say stupid shit,
I've never heard you say stupid, really.
I do.
Well,
all the time.
Yeah, if you say stupid shit, like if you talk about certain things, and you're not going to be, they're not legal. in our country.
Yeah, no, I noticed
Oh,
that.
how we should build gallows and fucking hang all 330.
Yeah.
No, have a trial first and then hang all 338, and then some judges and then some media people. Yes, I'm all for the day of the rope. Rope.
Oh.
Day of the
Don't
rope.
worry about
Right?
it.
Well, I guess
It's
that's
coming.
a bad thing. I guess so. They don't want us saying shit like that.
But
I wouldn't waste. I wouldn't
realize-
waste my rope on it, but
Yeah,
If-
really. I know.
you look at everything that's happening in the UK and how it's been turned around on itself and all that, and that's what I mean. For me, I saw that and I'm like, I don't want the shit to be turned on me. Like turning this way, it's like no, it'd be so easy, and I'm like, yeah, I see it. Like,
I do too.
even my friend like Chris Daisy, like he saw it this week. Like he's there, he's right there in front of everybody, and people are calling them Zionists now, and they're chanting, get the Zionist out." Meanwhile, they're pointing towards them, and it's like, oh no, now the Freedom Convoy has been all called Zionist for whatever reason, because the other side feel like it. They don't have any other reason than that.
Because they oppose Sharia law.
Yep. And it's like, oh, okay, so now we're all okay, but you're doing a protest in my country telling me to fuck off. I'm like,
somebody called me a Zionist the other day. Called me a fucking Zionist, and I'm like, why? Because I don't agree with the Muslims? Fuck.
Yeah. Well, I've been called.
I just stay out of that. That has nothing to do with me. I hate the fucking everybody equally.
I know.
Me too.
I've been called. The person called me a Nazi. I'm asking them. I'm like, okay, can you prove to me why I'm a Nazi? He's like, you get a Canadian flag on your back. I looked at them. I felt like punching them, but then I realized I'm like, nah, it's not even gonna fix their problem. It's like, no,
Yeah,
like there's nothing there. Meanwhile, she's a Canadian having a Canadian flag, a little tiny flag on her car, and she thinks our Canadian flag is more worth it than mine. I'm like, I don't understand what the heck they're saying. They don't make sense.
Let me put this to you, Alex and Chris.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with my wife earlier, and I was quite proud of myself that I saw two people in public yesterday, and I was able to successfully deke away from actually having to talk to them.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, I thought they were your friends." I said, "No, they're not. They fucking. Do you remember Freedomers? Do you remember fucking this shit?" And she's like, "Yeah, I remember." And I said, "Yeah, well, they don't. They think we forget." And I remember what they were saying, and I don't forget. And she's like, "Oh, you're turning so antisocial." And I said, "I don't know." I said, "I feel like I am, because I feel like I go to a grocery store and there's a fucking East Indian wearing a fucking rainbow pin, you know, and my groceries are fucking $10 more than they were, and I know she's making fucking union wages, and she's got, you know, it's just like all this shit is compounds, and like, how am I not supposed to be fucking angry about this?"
Yep. Oh, I know. I see it all.
You know, the lady working at Save On Foods with the fucking East Indian lady with the Save On Foods with the rainbow pin. I bet you she's a fucking wonderful person. Probably a fucking hell of a cook.
And she probably doesn't know what that pin is, really.
Has no fucking clue.
Yeah.
She's being fucking. Yeah. It's all propaganda.
I know.
But I'm the stupid kind. He's a racist bigot.
Oh, I know.
He's probably gonna. Like I said to my wife this morning. You know, she's like, "Oh, this is all so foreign to me." I'm like, "Yeah, well, wait till they're kicking in my fucking door and dragging me to prison."
Yeah. Well, it's
for mouth words, Jason. Because hey, you said some naughty things on the internet, and now you have to go and explain yourself down.
Oh, it has nothing to do with that.
Coming downtown, we're gonna put you.
It has nothing to do with that, Chris. This is what it has to do with. Look, you see this? That's what it has to do with.
Yeah.
If I could just keep my shirt collar down, they can't see my fucking actual white skin, then. Yeah, I don't know.
But we don't need to hide ourselves. That's the main freaking thing. It's like, hey, look, it doesn't mean because I like being white that
what the hell?
I'm a Zionist. It's like, hey, come on, I didn't choose this color.
What does Zionism have to do with being white? That's the thing.
I don't know.
And I said that to my wife too. I said, you know, the problem is it's hard to identify who the enemy is because they're white in color, but they're not white. She goes, I don't understand what that means. I said, I don't know either, but just look at the difference. There's an ethnic difference. And to say that everybody's equal is fucking wrong. There's no way that's possible. And she's like, "Oh, that's so foreign to me. I just don't understand how you can get to that point." And I'm like, "Well, it's
Okay.
because how can you say this is the same? How can you say the Somali woman and her husband have the same relationship as we have? We don't. You know what I mean? She's wearing a hijab in fucking 38 fucking degree weather, walking down the sidewalk while he's in shorts and sandals.
That's the
And right?
Jaden. I think the way to explain it is, to her would be they are some Jewish people that are white. They are some Muslim people that are white.
They're not. No, if you're Jewish, you're not white.
Yeah, they
No,
are
you can't.
white.
Well,
No,
you can, but
no,
you could,
no, listen.
it's not.
No, listen.
I don't know
Jews
what
can't.
the
Jews
fuck
can't
they-
fucking play. Jews can't play the fucking Kamala Harris fucking card and go, "Oh, we're white now for this. Now we're not white."
Well,
for
no, I'm
that."
saying
Like,
some
no,
of them,
no, like,
not all
no,
of them.
no, man.
There's
Fucking-
some that are black too.
The Jews claim to not be white, so they've already
They got
claimed
some
not
black
to be
Jews.
white. So
Okay,
they're not white. So there's
Okay,
that.
look, they're not. I agree with Chris. They're not. But listen,
Okay.
not all fucking Zionists are Jews, but Zionism wouldn't exist without Jews. Just put it that way, okay?
Great. Yeah.
So I'm not against
I would
Jews that are
too.
just Jewish ethnic Jews. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. It's the ones that are proponents of this.
Yeah, it's the war,
know.
the war magnet, the one that
That's all
will
I'm-
always want war. It's like, yeah, and we
Yeah.
get that, but that's what I'm saying is that there's different colors, and it doesn't matter. Like they do have white Muslim. Meanwhile, are they getting those white Muslim are getting treated?
Yeah,
the
they're
same
usually
as we
gingers.
are?
And they
Yeah,
fucking go kooky.
yeah, and
You ever notice
and
that? No, they're always
Well,
redhead fucking
oh,
dudes.
yeah.
with Lulus. You ever notice the redhead dudes? They got a fucking redhead fucking ginger beard,
Mhm.
and they got short redhead hair,
Yep.
and they got a fucking full moo on with some weird little fucking hat on,
Oh yeah,
and they're straight from fucking Scotland or Ireland or
Yep.
something. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, bud? Like, what?
but that's what I mean. To a certain point, most people like they can't see the part where other religion, yeah, they mix too, and because of that, like Asian now, well, Asian are in Canada. Well, we got lots of Asian people in Canada that they're Canadian. They're fully Canadian. They're born here. Meanwhile, are they getting seen as Chinese? Yeah, they are. And it's like,
Because
yeah,
they're
well,
Chinese.
I think
but
people
they're born in Canada.
people
Yeah,
get
but they're still
national-
Chinese. It's like,
People
oh,
get-
you're a German Shepherd. No, you're a Canadian Shepherd.
Okay,
Well,
but
my dogs
if-
are Can-
if they're born here and they speak only, let's say, French or English, they don't speak Chinese. Does that make them more like Canadian than Chinese?
Or if you can speak
no,
Mandarin,
it makes them ethnically Chinese.
you can make
Okay.
speak Mandarin. If you can speak Mandarin or Cantonese and French and English, I fucking totally hats off to you, man. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Fuck, that's a lot. That's
No,
good.
but I don't think that's the point he's trying to make, Chris.
I know. But,
Yeah.
but
No. And I
my
get
great
that.
grandfather, used to speak 7 different languages, man. He'd listen to the radio.
Yeah.
It was a shortwave radio, and he'd listen to the news from Europe. And he was from Finland, so he understood Finnish, obviously. English, obviously, because he spoke very well. He spoke German. He knew French. He knew. He was European. The Europeans back in those days, man, were educated very strictly, and they learned lots of different languages, and Latin being one of them. And if you learn Latin, you can almost learn any other language in Europe, pretty much, if you knew. Because Latin is like the base language for all
base,
these.
Yeah, but it's one of the hardest one too.
Yeah.
It's the base for French, so that's why
Yeah. Yes.
it's easier. But then, is it a better language? I don't think any language is better. I just think, they're just different.
Well, it's ancient. It's evolved into different languages. That's why, right? Because it wasn't.
It's the language
Universal.
of the debater, as far as I've seen. Like you want a good debater with philosophic people and all that, just talking about shit. The Greek were awesome at it at some point in time. Did it created war at some point too? Yeah.
So were the Greeks white? No.
A lot of them were.
They were
Awesome.
olive.
Yeah.
'Cause they swung from olive branch to olive branch. picking olive.
Are Italians white? No. Are Spanish white? No. Are French white? Barely.
But we sure are getting all picked on the same way then.
No, I know, but it's true though, right? Like you go right through Eastern Europe. Are fucking Estonians white? Well, kind of. They're definitely, is Dagestani's white? Well, no, I don't know. Are they? They're white skinned, but they're
But I'm
fucking
sure, yeah,
Muslim.
I'm sure some of
The further
yeah.
north you go, it seems like the whiter people get, right?
Man, you wouldn't want to get Tom in here right now because Tom will fucking tell you how the Vikings just impregnated everybody and fucking.
Well, he's probably
but
right.
They had Black Viking. They had the Chinese Viking in there.
Only on fucking Amazon Prime, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. The yeah, I don't watch that shit, but yeah, because the Viking, they were so strong, but yeah, they were a closed-minded community, and that's why they became so strong. Because you got to be strong to live with it.
Tom on this topic? Tom would be right in here on this topic because he can tell you about the certain or even ferryman's pretty fucking smart on this shit too, man. About the origins of
the Norse
cities and
Tom's a fucking encyclopedia.
Yeah. So Sperry's pretty good too. Ferryman's pretty fucking
Sperry's good too.
Yeah, Greek food. Yeah, Greek food is awesome.
Me, not so much. I don't know. I'm interested in history just because to me, history and reading history books and shit like that, to me, it's more interesting than history. It's more interesting than Hollywood. I mean, I can't watch anything from Hollywood. I can't watch fuck all.
No, me neither, man.
There's no new movies, man, anymore that I can watch.
Oh, no. I boycotted the movie 2 years ago. Like, that's what I was showing my roommate. He's like, man, you've been on the hard drive for a while now. I'm like, 2 years. And he's like, still have shit to watch. I'm like, I'm not even done 2% of the database that we got. Like, we got so many, all the old movies and all that. I'm going to keep watching them because first, I hate commercials. Second, I can't stand the new movies. They're all garbage. They don't have a script. Like, they don't know how to act anymore. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind having a teenager in there. They used to be good at acting. But now the teenagers don't know what their scripts are. They don't know how to. I don't know what it is. But all the shows that I saw a few minutes here and there, they're bad. They're really bad.
Alberta Girl. Did you read Alberta Girl's fucking comment?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Tom's a fag. Tom's a fag. Tom's a fag.
Oh, now he's gonna show up. Oh.
For the record, Tom, I have ultimate respect for Tom. He's fucking awesome.
We all do.
But he's definitely a fag 3 times over if that'll make him show up.
Come on, Beetlejuice. But yeah, no, I totally forgot what I wanted to say. Damn, weed.
I was listening, but I fuck's sakes, I forgot what you're talking about too. But I was listening though.
Yeah, it was ACC stream yesterday.
That was good, man.
Yeah, but the shit in the chat on Rumble started, and it's like we had those 2 guys, one red and one blue, and I'm like, look, the red and blue are in the chat, and people are like, who do you want?
Yeah, but he has no mods, man. He needs to have mods in his chat, man.
Yeah, we told him yesterday, and he said he understood. He's like, oh, Patsy called this get back into 100 times. He's like, yeah, better to do something here. That's like, oh, you just get it now.
Revan does that to everybody's. The guy kicked him out of Levine's fucking chat too because he was doing the same thing.
Oh, so okay.
He just takes over Rumble. He does.
Yeah, and he was calling us Jews and
I let Frosty be on. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, let these guys fucking let them go. Let them fucking chirp.
No, man, because you know what? It fucking pisses people off, and then they leave. The people you want. This one guy, all he's doing is spurging. It's just a constant fucking stream of shit. Yeah. When you're trying to have a conversation, a side conversation with another member who actually cares about it, right?
Yeah, I get it.
Like I'm trying to talk to Alberta Girl, and there's like 800 fucking Kamala for president fucking tweet or post. It's like, holy fuck.
That's annoying. I can see. Yeah, because if you're gonna be annoying, then don't be.
Yeah, well, that's the only time I ever boot somebody out.
Yeah. But I mean, I let Frosty be on my channel. Like,
Frosty doesn't really bug me because he takes the shit.
I know, but he actually made a couple of good points the last few times.
Yeah, he did. He did. Absolutely. No, I have anything against them.
You're
really.
correct, Chris. The only thing that I saw that was incorrect is everyone had to be there when it happened. It should have been like, who wants to be debating with the guy? Because few guys didn't want to debate
Yeah,
with him
well,
at all.
I
Like,
don't
still
think
it's,
you need to really have it as confrontational. Like I think we need to move
I
away
know.
from that environment where we're
It's
more
hard not
like
to have the confrontation.
we're having a
nowadays,
pub,
bro.
man. Like if you start fucking raising shit in a pub, you're gonna get punched in the
Oh,
mouth.
I know.
Right.
If you're polite and you're courteous
I
and
know.
respectful, you can still disagree. You can,
But
without
and
being
I,
disagreeable.
and I understand 100%. Like Chris wanted him on the show, and there's a bunch of people that kind of left because they didn't want him. And but everyone should have had the right to choose before that all that happened.
If he's on, then if he's on and you got a problem with him, then hash it out.
Well, so people have told me some strange things about the guy. I don't fucking know. I don't have any written proof of anything about his past or anything like that. I'm not a cop. He spurred out a couple times here, and he's used my clips and shit. Whatever. I don't care.
Stop jerking your tripod.
Well, I thought Chris was used to seeing big black fucking shafts. Well, you can see that. Oh,
what's wrong with you?
My fucking tripod, man.
I know it's weird.
Are you racist because it's black and you don't like it?
No, it was ribbed and looked. It was for her pleasure.
It is kind of veiny.
Right? Looks like it's designed for her pleasure.
I just better not show her this.
You're gonna lose your
tripod. Did you sniff? Does it smell it? Oh, it smells like no, man. What the?
Smells like burnt rubber to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it should smells like burnt rubber after being used.
It smell like rock fish.
And this stream is not intended for kids.
No. I never thought of that. Goddamn.
We always have to put the disclaimer nowadays. We never know.
Well, no, I mean it's probably not approved for adults. As kids are fine; they can see whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Hey, when I was a kid, I knew what
kids.
Was
kids don't vote. They don't care what kids fucking. Fuck! I think there's a hole in my Ziploc. Transformer just got wet.
See, a paper bag would have helped.
See, it's dripping.
What happened there? What's dripping?
Oh,
ice bag. It's fucking melting.
The ice bag.
That's what I said, man. You're gonna electrocute yourself there in your fucking charger, man. Fuck.
That's okay. It's cooling off now.
Well, okay.
If we see a spark, we know what it is.
Well, if we just disappear, then we know what happened. You get electrocuted, and he's like, hey, doing the funky chicken on the fucking porch patio. Do the funky chicken.
What was that?
Yeah, Chris got really weird there for a second.
What I did?
Yeah, like 800 times volume.
Oh,
for like a half a second.
I don't think that was me.
Weird.
No, that was Chris, I think.
Okay.
Fuck. Do it again.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping. I feel like we need to bring the Velociraptor back at this point.
Right?
Like those little, we need to pack
Just
up
let them
them.
go.
Let them
go in the cities.
Yeah, let them loose. We'll stay in.
Olivia Chow with her tail feathers, she'd be a fucking perfect bait.
Oh yeah. It's like I guarantee.
Isn't she disgusting?
None of them watch Jurassic Park, so they don't know what it is yet.
Too young to watch it.
I can so see it.
I'd make friends with them. I'd turn them into my pets, and I'd have an army of them, and they'd be my buddies, and we'd just fucking wreak havoc. I would ride one. Like, yes, go! Fucking ride.
I'd fucking shoot one and cut out the tenderloins and leave the rest to rot.
No, I would make them my pet. I would ride a velociraptor. That would be my fucking.
Oh, fuck. I can smell my fucking compost bin. Ugh.
Well, it's time to flip it around.
No, it's time to fucking throw it in the garbage.
Well,
It's
you
Sunday.
can-
Compost days tomorrow. That's when they take it.
Oh, okay. You're talking that
Yeah.
bin.
Yeah, it's a little fucking kitchen bin. Sits outside here. It's got
I'm
some.
nosy. I want to see who the hell Michelle's talking to. I'm going to be nosy and bear with me. I just want to see who Michelle's talking to. So it's like the old school days, man, when you had two phones and you pick up the other line and go,
Oh, you're like that.
I'm going to do that. Wait, listen. Hey, what are you doing?
Christopher,
What?
I'm on the phone to my mom.
Oh, okay, tell her I said hi.
Oh, you're talking to her now.
All right,
Say
bye.
hi. She's still live?
Hi, yeah,
Okay.
bye.
What a shithead, man. You don't eavesdrop on your wife's fucking conversations.
Talking to her mom.
He
With her
does.
mom. She's
He
talking to her
does.
mom. What
He
an
does.
asshole. What an asshole,
it.
man. I fucking love it. No, man, I fucking purposely don't look at my wife's phone. I'll be sitting on the couch. She'll be in the shower. It's plugged in, sitting there, and she'll be getting text messages from her girlfriends. I just, fuck it. I don't even look.
Well, yeah,
Not my business.
you
Not
really
my
want
business.
to know. That's the main thing. Some people want to know.
If
others
it starts ringing and I look over and the call display will say like her mom or something, I'll answer it and
Yeah.
oh, Jen's in the shower or whatever. But if I don't know who it is, I won't answer it. But I leave my phone out all the time. My old lady can fucking look through my phone. I don't care.
Yeah.
Same here. I don't have a cell phone, so.
She doesn't know how to find my locked folders. No, I'm just kidding.
No, the question is, have you found her lock folder on your cell?
Well, I never know. Actually, I never thought of that.
That's the place where she
The
hides her shit.
blackmail, the blackmail
on
folder.
yours.
I wouldn't even know how to have a fucking locked folder, so.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Like nobody, I don't get no girls send me any nudes. I don't get fucking nudes.
I don't
sent to me.
I don't have any nude pictures of other girls in my locked folder. I have pictures of her. That's about it.
Even my Messenger and Facebook, man. You'd think, like, I have the odd fucking ex-girlfriend from back of the 90s who might say, hey, Chris, check these out. I'm still looking hot. Like, fuck, no, I don't even get that. So,
No, I've never got that.
it just sucks.
I don't think that happens, Chris.
I love titties. Right? I'm a titty man.
Can you imagine if your girlfriend from fucking grade 10 fucking just sent you a text message? Hey, I just thought you'd like to have an update. Right?
Right? Like, hey, fucking look. I'd be like,
That should be fucking mandatory, like a
I'd be like,
signed
you look
contract.
fucking awesome. Congratulations.
Here, look what you're missing, asshole. And you're like, they're hanging down by your fucking rotten toes. And you're like, oh, fuck,
no,
thank God.
You don't want a Fermunda stuff, man. Come on. I don't want to see the Fermunda. Fuck.
It's like a fucking drone flight down her tits.
No, there's some girlfriends I had back in the day, man. They aged like fine fucking wine, man. My God. See what them did. I could name a couple, but I can't because that would be doxing, and I won't do that. But yeah, they're still gorgeous to this day, if not better. Like, holy fuck, man! Like,
I'm friends with a few of my old girlfriends, and yeah, they're mature women, man. Of course, they're attractive. Like,
Bill. Well, I gotta go tell her. Hey,
What, Christopher?
Phil's out front with honey.
Oh, okay.
All right,
And,
What,
Dawn is
Christopher?
here.
all right, bye.
Okay, thanks. Love you, bye.
right, I should shut this off, Chris. I gotta.
You shutting her down?
Yeah.
My neighbor just showed up with the dogs.
Yeah, perfect.
One dog.
Perfect time. Visit your neighbor.
Well, Honey's like, she's an old dog, man. She's probably gonna die on my porch.
Hey,
That sucks.
it's a good porch. It's a good porch to die on.
She's an old sock.
I'm gonna fry up
Hey,
some
man,
fish.
thanks for having me on and shooting the poop.
Yep. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, it was nice.
And thanks for showing me that plane. That was fucking cool. Thanks.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yes. So that was
Check
the
it
last
out.
time you're
Up.
going to fly out of your hometown, man. That was.
That's it, man. She's all
thanks for-
gone.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, man. I'm glad I could share that moment with you.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you, you know, understanding the value of it because it is significant. But
Yes. Yes.
anyways, another piece of our history gone.
Yep. Gone.
And thanks, Alberta Girl, Digger Donald. Who else was in the chat? I don't know if they're still around.
Yeah.
Chris
Have a good one, everyone.
Yolas, OGTFNO.
Oh, wow.
Look
Steve shows up now. I was like, for fuck's sake.
Oh, Skew shows up now.
Yeah. He's just 2 hours late.
Only.
Oh, for
Right?
fuck's sakes. Yeah.
Uh,
That's okay. He can watch the replay. I'll delete it right after the stream here.
Oh.
So you got 30 seconds to download it after I cut the stream.
Probably-
No, I'm just kidding. I'll leave it up for a bit. I'm gonna have to. I want to download it and clip it. Get the water bomber shot I got. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because you did get a couple of good shots there.
yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing my wife's. Actually, I got shared photos. I can see her videos of it.
Yep.
Let me have a look at that. Because she's
And you might be able to zoom in too if you clip it, and you might be able to Photoshop it and zoom in. I don't know if camera ability is or not.
It hasn't uploaded her. It won't upload her photos until she gets home. Fuck. Never mind.
Okay. All right, man. Well, I'll bugger off, and
Yeah. I'm gonna go cook some fish.
you gentlemen behave yourselves and keep your stick on the ice and all that stuff.
Yep. Tapper cool, guys. I'm ending the stream now. Thanks for everybody.
Have a good one.
Later, man.